Welcome everyone. We'll talk about brand positioning in this presentation. This video will be very important for people to understand how to brand themselves, their product, their company. So the agenda is very simple. We would love to understand the concept of brand positioning, what positioning brings to us in terms of values, in terms of positioning statement, how do we can settle down or segment it. Crafting that positioning strategy is very important. We'll definitely understand this guiding principle for positioning as in a niche category, as in the mass category, as is in between or aspirational category. Repositioning is very important in case if you want to reposition a brand from a mass category to a niche category or vice versa, as the case might be, what is important. So yes, a lot of companies communicates all good things about their product, about their services, tries to brand them so that the consumer perceive in a particular fashion. Why? This has been done so that they are willing to pay for the brand. They're willing to pay for the ascribed value. They are willing to pay for the experiences that they think they are experiencing. The unique place for brand occupies in the minds, in the brains of the customers. And that unique place is known as positioning. That unique place. Remember, the moment I think of a name, probably you are right now thinking of a name and you think that particular piece of product, and there's another piece of product that is available in the market. But basically, you ascribe a little bit premium value to your the first preferences, then your second, third, fourth preferences. Similar, all product are more or less giving the similar services, similar satisfaction. You name it, we can have it. It may be a phone, it can be a shirt, it can be a detergent. You name it, we can have it. A brand cannot be successful if it is not positioned well in the mind. That is very important. And I am here to understand, make you understand that positioning is all in the thoughts of the end consumer. If you can do it out there, your brand would be success, a big success. The brand perception impacts the business customer relationship in the long term and are therefore strategic importance. Arranging for a product to occupy a clear, distinctive, desirable place in the market, in the minds of the target consumers. That is what Philip Kotler stated way back in 1984. It's the arranging of the product to occupy clear, distinctive, desirable place in the market. The place in the market and in the minds of the target consumer. This definition thus specifies what? First, the brand has to be distinguished from other brands from the market end and also from the minds of the customers. That is most important. So why do we go for positioning or brand positioning? The importance thereof. It's how you make it relevant for a consumer. How you make that experience unique for the consumer. How the consumer start perceiving about your brands. It is that what differs their brand from the other existing brand in the market. It gives a reasons for the consumer to buy. It gives an emotional push to the consumer to make an extra, to bring out with an extra buck from their pocket for your brand. For service organization, positioning helps to overcome the concept of intangibility. Yes, definitely, yes, that is what comes all the way around. Further, how firm position of product also act as a guiding hand in development of market mixes. In the cases, how do we go around it? Now, there can be so many brands which can be co-branded. Giving co-branding means they're putting each brand into a particular category, or you are trying to attract a particular segment of the market. Brand values has to compete at different levels in the market. It has to give a distinctive image. It has to perceive as a competitive edge vis-a-vis the other brand. This is what needs to be highlighted. This is what the consumer develops an attribute towards a particular brand. Over a period of time, as the brand evolves and expand across categories, the core brand values helps to define mostly the 5 to 10 important elements of the brand. And Every time I say brand, can you imagine a product? 5 to 10 important features of a product, 5 to 10 important facilities that has been existed by a service. Now that is what branding is all about. It a core brand value of a brand can be mapped by asking the customer what their top of the mind association is all about it. See, if I ask the audience of this video, can you just recall the three skills that you think is most effective and unique to you? If this is the three skills, I give you 1, 2, 3 seconds. Probably you might have thought not of three, but probably one or two. But then follow-up question is all the skills that is in the top of your brain, are they learned, or they have been learned inside the classroom, or they have been learned outside the classroom? You need to understand that is what brand association is all about. It they are then grouped into categories. Each category is describing as a core value, as your skills. What was your core value? As if it is learned inside it, why not? Remember, all your skills eventually either you experience it or you go through a workshop module to gain those skills. And it skills cannot be, need not be only technical skill. Is the way you talk, the way you communicate is all about skills. Positioning statement is nothing but the message it communicates, how it communicates, what it communicates to the end consumer. That needs to be understood, that needs to be filtered around, dissected, and differentiated from the competitors. Because once this has been dissected and differentiated by the competitor from the competitor, your image, your product, your services will be perceived in a different way by the end consumer. Remember, a strong and a consistent positioning statement is necessary to stand out against competitors and should help sharpen, strengthen the brand identity, thereby often I'll just give you, the people might be very confusing as to what kind of position statement that can be differentiated, at the same time elevate and probably occupy the mind of the end consumer. Uh, just to give it to you, Geoffrey Moore way back in 2003 said approximately in your differentiating or position statement what should be focused upon. First and foremost is for whom are you writing it? Your target customer. For who you have the solutions for the following problem. What is the problem? For who? Our product is a desirable description in the product or solution, as in what will it solve. So you need to answer the question called for who our product is, and next would be that provides site a breakthrough capability. Now, what is a breakthrough capability? It can be price points, it can be doorstep delivery, it can be anything that the competitor is yet to match up. Unlike, now this is where the competition is all about it. Our product solution describe the key competitive advantage. So if you can address these things in your positioning statement, you are done for the day. You need to address for who, what your product is all about it, what kind of solution it comes around it, what against which kind of competitors you are slotting your product, and what is the key competitive advantage that comes around it, and your positional statement is ready for you. Allow me to give it or depict it uh, in a in a graphical format for you to understand. Till now, it was all characters, paragraph. I wrote it for you to understand. Let's say first and foremost thing, what are you going to do? For whom? It is your market segmentation. It is your consumer based, buying situation based, as the case might be, for as a target as what we'll come across it. Then comes who is evaluating the market segment. What will, which segment you will choose. Now this is segmenting and targeting for your positioning strategies thereby. Then the identification of your brand benefits. Remember, you can replace the word brand with your product, with your service benefit. What kind of facility is being extended? What kind of quality does the product extend? This will bring out to the analysis of differentiation possibilities for the POP and POD, point of purchase, point of delivery or distribution, about the brand image, that which is what counts all together. So, changing consumer trends.
Believe me or not, it is changing on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and certain things are on a daily basis, perhaps, depending upon the choice. It is changing, that is for definite. Then you need to understand what your competitors are doing around it. If they are keeping abreast with the change, you have to be a step ahead of them. So with this, we have the situation analysis. Now, situation analysis would mean internal corporate analysis altogether, external market analysis, and probably the current positioning, if I may say so. If you have done with it, you are ready to handle the scenario with all guts. So, as I say, this will eventually relate to selecting the strategy, the appropriate strategy for your positioning of your brand. So, allow me to give the guiding principles. First is your product. Please focus on your product. The quality has to be unmatchable. The quality has to be identical for each product that you come up with. Every product should be similar. Every product should be giving similar experiences. When it comes to services, it has to be identical. It has to be prompt. It has to be durable. It has to be confident enough. It should be trust building on the basis of tangible features, product forms, product ingredients, product attributes, product characteristics, and other customer benefit, product use and product classes thereby. On the basis of intangible attributes, we have the price quality, we have the symbols, competitions, and so on and so forth. Personal, who are your employees? What kind of motivation do they have? What are the product users as your end consumers? What demographic they come from? What basics are we are looking into it? So yes, please keep a focus on product, price, symbols, competition, and personals involved into it. Next thing that you need to keep a tab about is your channel of delivery. It's your supply chain, it's your vendors, the image that they carry around it, how branding can be done, customer cares and services, corporate identity, positioning of brand endorsement, positioning related to a specific category of customer, usage, occasion, and time, corporate social responsibility thereby, and that is what we link around it, as the case might be. Now comes the repositioning strategies. You have established a brand. Now, yes, your brand is doing good or perhaps doing bad. But eventual understanding is that you need to reposition your brand. Now, what are they? How can we go around with it? So, changing demographic trends and lifestyle will probably force you to reposition it. Probably the young, because there are plentiful of reasons. The consumers are getting younger and younger. The income, the disposable income I'm talking about, is increasing day by day. The spending habits and the brand behavior is changing frequently, and probably you're not able to keep a tab on it. Rise of women as a consumer has taken places, and that is what is most understood thereby. Changing consumer expectation, changing lifestyle, regional differences, as the case might be. You need to understand everything: the young consumer, the disposable income, the spending habit, women as a consumer, changing expectation of consumer lifestyle. So let us go for the repositioning strategies, as the case might be. How do we come across? Let's say if we plot product on the x-axis and market on the y-axis. Now what we can have it? We can have a similar product and a different product, or same product or a different product, or same product in a new product perhaps. So what does it have around it? So we have a different product and a different market. We have a same product and same market. What happens when the product and the market are same? We are talking about image repositioning. Similarly, if the product is new, probably different, but the market is same and old one, not known to you, what are we doing? We are doing nothing but product repositioning has been ascertained. The market is known to you, the consumers are known to you, the product is new. You are educating the market thereby. But what happens then when the product is same but the market is new? This is where you need to understand. The product is very successful in one of the market or plentiful of the market, but in a new market you are launching that product.
People have not experienced it. People do not know your brand. So what are we looking into it? We are going for intangible repositioning. It's your brand that needs to be etched in the minds of the consumer. Similarly, when the markets are new and the products are new, both are different. This is where we are talking about tangible repositioning. Absolutely, yes, where the it has to be an experience. The product has to be experienced. There has to be freebies given to it. Let the market toy away with the product. I'm talking about product, and you can also talk about the services. So until and unless you can give some freebies, let the market experience before the brand has been etched in their mind. So yes, when we are talking about new product and new market, tangible repositioning is done. So repositioning strategies for same thing has to be image product when the market and the product is known. But when the product is new and the market is same, we are talking about product repositioning. Similarly, when the product is same but the market is new, we are trying to brand that product, intangible repositioning. But what happens when both are different and both are new, product and as well as market? We are talking about experiential basis, tangible repositioning. We just cannot do only branding purpose, but probably ensure that the product has been experienced by the end consumer thereby. So, as a quick recapitulation, we have discussed the concept of brand positioning. It is not only in the market but also in the to be etched in the minds of the consumer. Brand values, it brings revenues. It brings a top of the mind recall factor. Brand positioning statement, what needs to be addressed, for whom, for who, what your competitors, what your products brings around it, the solution thereby. Crafting the strategies, we have actually told you with the help of a chart how to go around it from repositioning it. Guiding principles for positioning and repositioning, we have well discussed it. With this, we come to an end of this presentation. I'm sure most of you have been benefited from the video. Thank you for watching this video till the end.